Coming up on Torrance Today, a month-long 405 ramp closure begins tonight in North Torrance. A lifeguard station gets a beautiful makeover just in time for Autism Awareness Month, and the city hosts its first H2O Eggstravaganza, opening up its swimming pool for a unique egg hunt. All this and more coming up right now on Torrance Today. Welcome to Torrance Today. I'm Christine Lee. It's 4 p.m. on Monday, April 3rd. I hope you had a great weekend. Thank you so much for joining us. Here's our first story. Well, after a few delays, the month-long freeway ramp closure in North Torrance is set to begin tonight. The on and off ramps of the 405 at 182nd Street by Crenshaw Boulevard will be closed from 9 p.m. all the way to Wednesday, May 3rd. Caltrans needs to continue its efforts to improve this part of the freeway. Make sure to plan alternate routes during this time. You can stay up to date on this and other road projects through the city's traffic impacts map. Visit torranceca.gov/traffic impacts. With one closing comes a big opening. The Attic Teen Center celebrated its 24th anniversary with an open house and an all-you-can-eat pancake breakfast featuring special performances by some of the students.
This is a place where a lot of teens find refuge after school if they don't have parents to pick them up or if they just want to have fun with friends. They also have a food court where you could buy really cheap food items, which is very nice for high schoolers who don't have a lot of allowance on hand. At the current moment, we've been raising money for a couple of years to raise money for our heating and AC. During the summer, especially in this room that I'm currently standing in, it gets really hot, so if having an AC/heating, it would be a really wonderful addition, and it would be more welcoming to those who come to the attic.
You know, if they're not doing excessive sports or other extracurricular activities every day after school, they kind of they fall through a gap in terms of what's available to them. The Teen Center affords them a safe, enriching place to accelerate their learning and experiences amongst their peers, socialize. Certainly now post-pandemic socialization is a really key element of personal development. We do a lot of special events with them here as well, so they'll take trips, they'll do mentorships with industry leaders in the area. So we really try to give them an opportunity to make the attic a launching board for their adult lives.
We're told that the Torrance teens got up early on that Saturday morning to prepare the pancakes from their cafe. If my math is right, a 14-year-old high school freshman who was a part of the attic 24 years ago would now be in his or her late 30s. That's how long this place has been around, encouraging our students during one of their most important life stages. A big thank you to everyone who has been supporting the city's mission to empower our youth. Well, April is Autism Awareness Month, and city leaders got together with LA County leaders last week to create a lasting artwork that supports autism and special needs awareness. Fire Chief David Dumais visited City Cable on Friday and shared the story.
We were fortunate to be invited to Torrance Beach this week to help paint the first permanent Autism Awareness Lifeguard Tower. It's right down the ramp at Torrance Beach. And Supervisor Hahn kicked that off with the LA County Fire Chief, myself, and other dignitaries from LA County to actually go down with paintbrushes. Councilmember Matucci was there as well, and he and I helped and represent the City of Torrance by painting hearts on the Lifeguard Tower at our beach. And that's the first one that's permanent in the county. So that's a great deal of pride and a great ownership for us. It's good to have the council member there and showing good support for the city.
It's only been a few days, but the tower's new look is already getting a lot of attention.
I think it's a beautiful piece of art. It's just bringing awareness. We have hundreds of visitors that walk to this beach every day, and they can stop by and read about what this is about and get more information and the resources that the county has for people with autism.
I was here when they dedicated it a couple days ago, so I just think it's a good idea and we should have more of them, definitely.
Oh, it's nice. It's great. They do it for the autism kids. You know, they need a lot of help, and whatever they can do to help them out. It's a nice thing. Surf is good right now, and we're going surfing.
I can't wait to get out there myself. Well, a local nonprofit that helps adults with physical and developmental disabilities needs your help. It's holding a fundraising pickleball tournament later this month and invites community members to sign up now. The competition takes place on Saturday, April 22nd at the South Bay Tennis Center. The money raised will empower people with disabilities through life skills and job training. And speaking of pickleball, it's become quite the popular sport over the recent years, and Torrance is one of the best places in our region to play it.
Okay. Got it. Okay. Amazing pickleball.
Did you know that our city has facilities at both the South Bay Tennis Center and throughout the city park system? The South Bay Tennis Center is family-run and features 17 pickleball courts. It will host more social events next month for Cinco de Mayo, and for those who want to play while enjoying good food, drinks, and prizes, there is another opportunity for that as well. Pickleball courts are also available at Sur La Brea, Walteria, and Wilson Parks, and our community service department allows pickleball to be played at some basketball courts as well. If you want to learn how to play or improve your game, some classes are currently still available through the city. Just search for pickleball at torranceca.gov/class registration. And here's another way to get involved with the city. Fill out a short online survey. I just filled mine out for March last week and for April today. The survey is called Shaping Torrance Together. A new set of questions appear on the city's website every month so that residents can answer them and help improve the future of Torrance. There are only 5 questions, such as what district do you reside in and how do you learn about city-sponsored events. City leaders encourage residents to share their thoughts so they can provide better services. To get started, go to torranceca.gov and click on Learn More when the Shaping Torrance Together banner comes up. And an example of a city-sponsored event is the first annual H2O Eggstravaganza. Babies and kids ages 0 to 12 came out to the Benstead Plunge on Saturday for an early Easter celebration.
It's special for the community because it's something that only happens in Southern California. You can do an Easter egg hunt at a swimming pool, and I think Torrance is one of the best communities to be able to enjoy the outside weather and this beautiful swimming pool that we have.
The favorite parts about today was how they had the big kids go and then the small kids go, and they didn't have it happen at the same time. So a parent like me, who had both a kid in the deep end and a kid in the shallow end, could spend time with both of their kids.
The best part of this event is that we get the parents involved, so it's a multi-generational event. It also provides a little bit of water safety. Everybody gets a little bit of practice before the spring and the summer start being water safe.
And here's a fun fact. She says they had a total of 825 eggs, with 25 of them containing $1 bills and about 400 of them containing rocks so they can sink to the bottom. And just a reminder, Easter Sunday is on April 9th. The city's Cultural Services Division also provided entertainment for the adults over the weekend. Last night, the Torrance Theater Company brought a lot of laughs through its new improv show, Hot Tip.
No one's gonna dance with you if you're gonna cry.
Improv. Oh, wow. It just keeps your juices flowing. It keeps you on your toes. You really have to listen and be very focused and in the moment. It's just so much fun what you can come up with.
Neither of us really need to have the flu and not be able to take our dates to prom. It happens once a high school lifetime.
So Hot Tip is an improv show, and Hot Tip actually stands for Hello Old Torrance. Torrance Improv Players. And that's a name that the team came up with to signify not only that we're part of this community in the downtown area, in the old Torrance area, but also that we are an improv troupe, part of the Torrance Theater Company brand. Improv has always been a tool that helps people connect with their emotions. It teaches them discipline, how to be on a team, how to be open and kind of spontaneous in the moment. It's a little bit different than a traditional like theatrical experience where you come and watch a play and you're just observing. Oftentimes in improv, they will ask the audience for a location or a situation or a name or what their occupation is. So you're allowed to kind of be involved peripherally if you're comfortable in doing that. And then that kind of gives people a chance to feel like they're part of what's happening. They're part of the creative process.
The performance took place in the heart of Old Torrance at 1316 Cabrillo Avenue. These shows take place because theater organizers say everyone could use a laugh. Check out TorranceTheaterCompany.com to learn more about its upcoming performances. Well, still ahead, it's Motivational Monday, and I'll share about a special event I was a part of over the weekend that motivates high school and college students to dream big when we come back in 60 seconds.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies.
Selfie. Nailed it. We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Greg, come on man, let's put a ride home.
Day in, day out, you work for every paycheck. You take pride in your job and you do it well. You're not just part of the Golden State's economy, you are essential. For all you give, it's time to get something back. File your taxes and claim the California Earned Income Tax Credit. It's yours. You earned it. Visit CalEITCforme.org and see if you qualify today.
At the end of every episode of Torrance Today, we want to share a positive story that fits the theme for the day. On this Motivational Monday, I'll take you inside a special event I was thankful to be a part of that was all about empowering women and inspiring high school and college students.
Today's event was to raise funds for our annual scholarship awards. We fundraise a year ahead of time, so what we raise today will fund our scholarships for next year. Last year we had a winner from South High, and one of our college award winners last year was also a graduate of South High, and there was a West High graduate, there was Bishop. Every spring we reach out to all the local high schools and colleges, and our scholarship is available to any woman graduate of a South Bay high school. And we make decisions each year based on how many applicants we have and how much money we've raised to determine how many scholarship awards we'll give out. I think from a Panhellenic standpoint, from the purpose of this program, I myself was in a sorority when I was in college, and the opportunities provided to me in terms of leadership and philanthropy and building a sense of community are so important to me. And I see how financially challenging college is. It's not just for people who are in a sorority, it's just supporting women in the South Bay and giving them opportunities that they may not have been aware of otherwise.
The ladies from the nonprofit asked me to speak about my experiences as a broadcast journalist and as a domestic violence survivor. I sprinkled in various videos from my storytelling journey and let the audience know that the scholarships I received in college gave me the confidence and motivation I needed to keep pursuing my passion. It was wonderful meeting a number of Torrance Today viewers there and connecting with other women throughout the South Bay. The event took place at Los Verdes Golf Course and raised more than $12,000 for next year's scholarships. Well, that's our show for today. Let us know if you have a positive story to tell by emailing us at torrancetoday@torranceca.gov. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you back here tomorrow with more news from and for our Torrance community. Have a great evening.